Hi, this is BB Ramana. I would like to interact with you on class and its types. Class, what do you mean by class? Class means a group of words which has a subject and a finite verb. So any group of words, if it has a subject and a finite verb, is called class. The classes can be divided into two categories. Either it is on the basis of the meaning, the classes can be divided into independent class and dependent class. Whereas on the function, we can divide it into three ones. They are noun class, adjective class, and adverb class. Now, we are concerned here only the classes, the types of classes, we can divide it into on the basis of meaning, independent class and dependent class. And what is independent class and what is dependent class? Independent class, the class which stands by itself, is called independent class. The class, it has a complete sense. The class is also otherwise called a simple sentence because as the class stands by itself for its meaning, so it need not depend on other clauses to get its meaning. We can say that it is an independent class. So as the class stands by itself, it is also called a sentence or simple sentence. As it doesn't depend on any other clauses to get its meaning, as it stands by itself for the meaning, it is also called a main class. And otherwise, on the other hand, the dependent class doesn't stand by itself. It has no complete sense by itself. It starts with a subordinates. The main difference between the independent class and dependent class is only the existence of the subordinate. Even if a class is an independent class, if we add a subordinator before it, it will automatically become a dependent class. So the difference between the independent class and dependent class is only the existence of the subordinator or not. It depends on other main class for its complete sense. As we already know that the dependent clause has no meaning on its own, it has to depend on other main clauses to get its complete meaning. That's why this clause is called a dependent clause. So once again, I have to reiterate the point is that the dependent clause and independent clause, the difference between these two is only the existence of a subordinator. If the subordinator is there before a class, it will be a dependent class. If subordinate is not there before a class, it is called independent class. Let us clarify this point with some examples. Look at these examples. Example number 1. I played cricket. It is a class, and also this class stands by itself and it gives the complete meaning. So it is called independent class. As it gives the complete meaning, it is also called a simple sentence. And the same class can automatically be changed into the dependent class with the existence of a subordinator. Look at this example. When I played cricket. Here, when is a subordinator. So with the existence of the when, the same class, when it is called as independent class, the same class here became the dependent class only with the existence of when subordinated. Second example, he reached the airport. He reached the airport means it gives a complete sense. It can stand by itself to give the complete meaning. So it is called independent class. It is also called a sentence because it gives the complete sense. It is also called a main class. And when this class is an independent class, it can be changed into dependent class on the basis of keeping a subordinator before it. See, look at this one. The same sentence has been written here. He reached the airport. But when we place a subordinator like when before this class becomes incomplete in its meaning, and it will become a dependent class. Third example, look at this one. He works hard. He works hard gives a complete sense. So it is called an independent class, and also it is a sentence. Whereas the same class can be converted into dependent class on the basis of using if before the class. If is placed before the same class here, the same independent class becomes here dependent one. And next one, fourth one, they are poor. They are poor gives the complete sense. So it is called independent class. That therefore the same class here became independent class only because of existence of the word or subordinated word, that is though. Though they are poor, it gives the incomplete meaning. It doesn't stand by itself with the existence of this subordinator. So with the subordinator, any class will become a dependent class. Why they are called dependent class? Because while the dependent class will not give the complete sense to you, they have to depend on other main classes to get its meaning. For example, when I played the cricket, it doesn't give the complete sense. So it has to depend on another main class to get its meaning, complete meaning. So when I played the cricket, he was watching, that it will have the complete meaning. Similarly, when he reaches the airport, it doesn't give the complete meaning. So it is called dependent class. So in order to get the complete meaning for itself, it has to depend on another class. Here the class is the plain hand left. So the plain hand left is a main class, and on this class depends for its meaning. And next one, if he works hard, it is a dependent class because it doesn't have the complete meaning. It has to depend on a main class like this, it will pass. So with the existence of this main class, it will get its meaning. So for the meaning, it depends on other classes. And though they are poor, it doesn't give the complete meaning. For getting its complete meaning, it has to depend on other main class. Here the other main class is they will help others. With this class, it will get the complete meaning. So for getting complete meaning, these classes has to depend on other classes. So they are called dependent classes. So to sum up, I would like to say only one point very clearly, that the difference between the dependent class and independent class is nothing but the placement of a subordinator. The same class, I mean the independent class automatically become a dependent class with the existence of a subordinator. We have the subordinators. Some of the subordinators are given here. Some subordinators after, before, if, though, how, when, where, why, who, whom, so that, since. These are some of the subordinators. With the help of these subordinators, we can make the independent class into a dependent class. So the only difference between dependent class and independent class is the existence or the placement of a subordinator before a class. Thank you.